Hi guys, FrostFangs here, welcome back once again, of course, to another Paladins video. We are back on the public test server, the PTS. We're going to be playing some Tyra today with her new skins, Firebrand and Frostbrand. Obviously, we're going to do the same sort of thing I did in my previous skin sort of showcase videos. I haven't seen these yet in-game for myself. You get the Firebrand one first at level 0, the second you buy the Battle Pass, then you get the Frost one, the Frostbrand at, I think it's what, level 60 or 70? Yeah, we're also going to see how Tyra deals with Vora, I imagine quite positively. I can't really see why, you'd have trouble with her, because Tyra, I imagine the 1v1 fight against her would kind of shred her, but we'll see. Just from looking at the actual skins though in the menu, they look really, really good. I really like the amount of work they put into like the actual clothing, and her hair being on fire is also kind of a cool touch. She just looks badass. I'd rate this one like a solid 8. Then the Frosty one, I'd easily give like an 8.5, maybe a 9. They could easily go up or down. We'll see with like the effects and stuff. I'm not really waiting on the audio though, just the visual side of things for the actual loadout and the thing we're going to be playing with. I'll probably just stick to standard nade Tyra. We might go for something else. It will depend on the situation, but I'll most likely go for this, which I've shown off a ton of times before, and then also the talent, the match with it, obviously Mercy Kill. But yeah, pretty straightforward stuff. As for more videos on the PTS, I think this might be the last one. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if I want to do anything extra. There are a few things I missed, but I might just wait until they go into live to actually cover them, and then also talk about any changes they do. But I don't know. I haven't decided just yet. It's all kind of up in the air. We'll go ahead and just queue on EU for everything. Hopefully find a game. Really liking the skin so far though. It is one of my favorite ones just visually from like seeing it in the menu, so I'm quite excited to see what it looks like in game. Pretty sure I just picked Skye the exact second the match went through on like the champion select screen, and then I backed out, and now it's kind of put me in a weird limbo area. This looks like retro Paladins, and now Tyra is T-posing. So I guess if you want to see your favorite character T-pose, just go ahead and pick a character the same second the match loads. That's kind of hilarious. But anyway, for game 1, we got Siege, Splitstone, Quarry. I think those two guys just got auto-picked. I don't know, but shoutouts to I'm TQNY. I have no idea, and also HD Mike 909. For the teams, we've got a Torvald, a Genos, an Amani, and a Skye. We're up against another Amani, another Genos, a Koga, a Vora, and an Andro. This might be the first time I've not had Vora on both sides, which is kind of interesting. The damage buff from Genos should be kind of nice, plus the shooting from Torvald if he is actually here, because I'm pretty sure he got auto-picked. They should make it a little bit easier for us. Go ahead and grab Mercy Kill, and then the setup. The weapon's looking pretty good. Starting off with Cauterizer Nimble, but so far, really liking the weapon. The effects are really, really pretty. Pretty much what I was hoping for. They look really solid. We've got Luminary, Splitting Ice, no Torvald, no Skye, because they were auto-picked. So this is 3v5. Luminary, Curse Revolver, Dragon Fangs, Pyromania, and Relentless Presence. I think we're screwed. Dead to the Amani. Jones was just pointing out that this is a 3v5. I dropped a yes. Amani said, oh no, this is very sad. Indeed, yeah, we don't have a Torvald. We don't have a Skye for some reason. The Skye actually runs out and dies, whereas Torvald sits in spawn. I think that's because he's AFK. Missed the nade, but the nade's actually really pretty. That's good. Hello, Andro. He's gone. Hello, Koga. I guess you're also out. Thank you for a free double. I butchered that play. Definitely should have been paying more attention. We did hit it with the mark, though. She's trying to go over, I think. Torvald just ran in and died. There's some shots for him, some shots for her as well. I don't have any ammo. I'm dead to the Koga. Yeah, it's a 3v5 game. We're screwed. I don't even know if they're trying to capture the point. I think they're kind of just extending it. Gonna go ahead and pop the ult. We did already get the objective lost. Melt through the Amani. That was enemy Koga. Didn't even realize. Hi, Frost again. Sorry, connection issues. Okay, so I guess at least our Skye is back. It seems like the Torvald is as well, because he grabbed a talent. Hello, Amani. You are gone. That's for again for the ult. Okay, I'm gone. Not anything I could have really done to counter that. So far, skin is solid. It's pretty much what I expected. Pretty standard Tyra skin as far as I can tell. There goes the Vora. I mean, the nade's nice. The weapon's nice. The Q is pretty much what you expect from the Q. It does have kind of like a nice bat sort of thing going on. And obviously the F just looks like a Tyra mark. But yeah, the Q, the F, kind of standard stuff. The nade on the other hand and the weapon, really, really quite impressive. So I'm leaving this skin like a solid 7.75 probably. Hello, Vora. There's a nade. I don't have the nade off cooldown. Okay, never mind. Yes, I do. Genos is running in and gripping me. We threw the fire down, but I'm 1v3 there on the point. And there we go. There's a defense fail. Just going to make my stat look a little bit better as we finish off the round, I suppose. I don't think our Torvald's here because he hasn't got items. Our Skye is, so it's 4v5 at least. Went ahead and finished off our core. I'm really excited to see what the recolor for this one looks like though, because obviously it's called Frostbrand. It's not related to me at all, but it is a frosty kind of fire themed skin, which I'm really excited to see. I hope they haven't just copy pasted the effects like they did with some of the other ones, and it doesn't have orange effects. I'd much rather have like blue fire ones, which would look way better. Obviously that would come with a gameplay disadvantage, but to be honest, I don't think I'd really care because, I'm playing casual most of the time. Hello, Vora. I'm pushing up super aggressive. Threw a Q down. There's some damage for the Koga. He's dashing about. He is still gone though. Thank you, Genos, for the heals. Jesus Christ, this man have saved my ass. I'm dead to the Amani though, because she just threw a root over. Just want to mention real quick, it does seem like a Torvald is here. He grabbed Illuminate and stuff. I think he's just a really new player. That's all I can really assume. I don't know. Playing really weird. He's sitting on the point though, but at least he's doing something. There's a double nade. You don't even have effects on your Q. I missed the second nade as well, which kind of sucks. One for the Koga that actually worked. Once again for the heals here, Genos. There goes the Amani. Just blasted her. Did go ahead and pop the ult. Really just gave me a speed buff. I didn't really even freaking fire at anybody. Kind of a misplay from me. Amani went for the ult. I'm trying to cover her just here. We'll get rid of the Vora if we can. Bunch of nades. We'll throw a Q just there. I'm kind of in a bit of an open area, which isn't good. I might be dead to the reversal. Never mind, juked it, but dead to the Amani. We are a man down. I reckon if this was even, we'd actually be be doing pretty well, but we did get the 1-3 that's run into round 3. The Torvald bot bought Bulldozer and Illuminate, by the way, which is hilarious. The bots for some reason have really terrible item choice. Through a Q, hello Koga, there's a Mark and a nade, but I am a gunner. He's really the only person causing me trouble, to be honest. He's dashing around an insane amount. I don't even know how he's doing it. There's a nade, there's another one. You immune to the damage because of course you did. She's going for the ult, so I guess I'm just insta-screwed. I don't really know what I could have done to counterplay that because I am, still dead. I guess we took her down with us though. As far as I can tell, our Torvald is here. Sometimes he seems to connect and then DC and connect and DC, over and over again because he does stuff sometimes that bots wouldn't usually do, and then he just DCs again. When he was there though, he wasn't really doing all that much, so it didn't really matter whether he was a bot or not. We were kind of screwed there from the get-go, but 15 for 80k, I'm fine with that considering the situation. I died way more than I needed to, but I didn't do, too bad. Our Sky did okay, our Armani did alright, our Jones did a pretty solid job, and then our Torvald was, not really even there. For their side, Vora did pretty good, the Andro not so much, the Amai did a pretty decent job, the Jones did pretty decent, and the Koga was causing definitely the most trouble there. 28,587k. Shouts to Hush757, that was the enemy Genos. Shouts also to Max and then their Koga, who was definitely the person doing the best. He was doing even better than me there. He was shredding 28,587k. Props to him. But yeah, that game was an absolute mess. Let's hopefully jump into game 2 and have a better time. Firebrand as a skin, pretty solid. It's pretty much what you expect from like a buffed version of default Tyra. That's honestly how I would describe it. Just a buffed version of, how she looks normally. And then this one, will hopefully switch up the effects and then, change it up a bit more, and I'll give it a bit of a higher rating. We'll see. Overall though, I will say Tyra has a super solid selection of skins. I really like the Gunslinger and Bandit one. I think these ones look really, really good, but she suffers from the problem, I think, of some of her abilities kind of looking the same regardless of what skin you go for. Her Q never really changes all that much, and her Mark obviously doesn't either because they're both abilities that don't really have too much space to wiggle on. So obviously most of it comes from the way she looks, and then her weapon shot and her grenade, and overall the skin we just used was really, really good, but I like a bunch of the other ones she has, so she does have a decent amount of competition. I'd actually probably rate the Gunslinger and like the Bandit one as like an 8.5, 9, and some of the other ones I'd also rate, pretty highly because they do change how Tyra looks quite a bit. And like I said, I can't give this one a crazy high score because it is just a bad version of Tyra, but if you're looking for that, then this one is honestly killer. It's really good. Alright, well, so much for match 2. Somebody just DC'd. I don't think that's actually people leaving, by the way. I think I mentioned it before in a different PTS video, but it's just inconsistent. People crash all the time. I've definitely had a couple queues where it's like meant to put me in and then it just crashes instead as the queue pops up. So that's sometimes where you'd see people here who don't pick anything, or people who just leave midway through a game. Sometimes it is people who just don't get Vora and then leave because they don't have the new character. So it definitely isn't just people having PTS problems. It's probably like 50-50 between people who just leave because they're salty and people who leave because they crashed or whatever. But anyway, for game 2, it seems like we've got a TDM, Trade District, first TDM or anything other than Siege I've played on this PTS. Shoutouts to a couple people here in the chat. We've got a Term, we've got a Ying, a Pip, and a Vora, and we're up against a Buck, a Pip, a Term, an Amani, and a Vora. So 3 people are the same on both sides here. We've got a Term, a Pip, and a Vora on both. Definitely a bit more of an abnormal situation, but whatever. We'll go ahead and grab our Mercy Kill, and then the setup here is the skin. I can only fire, and the fire is red. Why isn't it blue? It would match the skin so much better. Obviously, it is like a personal preference thing, but for me, it's really, really weird seeing the recolored versions of the skins having like the exact same colors on the effect. There goes the Buck. First blood. Nice. We should also be able to get rid of the Vora for free here. She's gone. Free double. We'll jump over here. It's always risky doing that with a character who has no movement ability, but we're fine. Hello, Marnie. I guess I'll go ahead and claim my free kill because you're not playing. But yeah, what I've been trying to say now for like the past minute is that Zin's one has different effects depending on if you use the base one or the recolor, and I guess that's because it's the last skin you unlock. But for me at least, the fact they didn't change the recolored effects is just kind of lazy. I don't know. If you prefer obviously the base ones, it doesn't matter. For some people they'll obviously want to keep the same effects and then just have the skin look different. Rip Buck, he's off the map. We'll go ahead and get some more nimble. So yeah, for sure, for some people this will be ideal, but for me it just seems kind of weird that you have the same effect on the recolored version of the skin when some of them don't. Like the Zim one looked way better with the little green flare. Hello Buck. Okay, I literally just spawned a couple seconds ago. You're gone. I guess our turn went ahead and stunned him. That is the Pip going for the ult. Don't know who he caught, but that's their Armani going for the ult. I guess I can mark the dragon. That's something I've never known that you could do before. Buck just jumped. There's a nade. There's another one. Get as much damage reduction as we can. I tried to throw the last one, but I died to the term instead. Somebody just fell off the map. Don't know who that was. Both the Voice just popped ultimates and neither of them could do anything. That's funny. My nades just dealt no damage. Okay, bit weird. I still am perfectly fine. There's a mark for the Armani. Tried to hide behind the tree. Literally just respawned like super close. But yeah, that's the first time I've seen like a Vora v Vora ult fight when neither of them can do anything. Am I dead here? What is going on with your effects, Armani? I don't know, but you are gone. This is a cursed video. Armani's still just bugging over there, even though she's respawned. That's kind of hilarious. I imagine that'll probably still be in live. I'm dead to the back. Also just noticed that the score bar at the top is just completely bugged, and I can also see the Armani through walls because for some reason her right click, I guess, goes through walls. This is, again, a very cursed game. There goes the Pip. Actually managed to get rid of him with a nade. Nice, but yeah, I don't want to complain too much about the skins because it is a personal preference thing. Maybe they did it on purpose. Maybe it was an intentional choice to leave the effect the same. I'm totally dead here to the turn, but to me it just comes off as kind kind of lazy. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments though for sure. Hello Buck, I literally just spawned and was mid-sentence, but okay, you're gone. We'll go ahead and finish off our quarter-rise. Seems like a pretty even game so far. Pretty sure we can finish her off, or maybe not, because Buck is also here. I don't know how that nade didn't hit you, considering it was like right next to you on the wall. You are off of the map though. Second time, there's a mark and a nade. She's dead, but then she killed me. Okay, went ahead and popped the ult. We'll melt through the Vora. She's going into the ultimate. She has damage immunity, by the way. Doesn't mention it anywhere as far as I know in her kit, but she actually has damage immunity, I think, at the start of when she starts using her ult, which is really weird that they didn't mention that, because that's a pretty damn big gameplay thing. But that is the Buck gone. Turn went for the ult. We got rid of the Vora. We threw a Q. Going to go around the side, or I guess I'm going to deal with this Buck instead. There's a double nade. Nice. Who is still alive? Pepper. Okay, not for long. She is also gone. I did buy Haven already, but I guess it just didn't register it. We'll go ahead and buy Haven too. Again, still not registering that I just bought Haven. It's not showing up in my items at the bottom right. That's weird. It's taken my credits, but it's not giving me Haven. What the fuck? Gonna go ahead and pop the ult, but yep, that's officially one of the worst bugs I've encountered. It let me buy blast shields. I bought Haven and it just didn't let me buy Haven. Then when I bought Haven 2, it took the credits and didn't give me it. Okay, I don't know if it applied it or not, but it wasn't letting me upgrade my Haven. That game was just really cursed. I feel like my PTS videos are usually a little bit cursed, but this one specifically, I encountered like 7 new bugs I've never had before in Paladins. And I guess it's also going to leave me here on a black screen. Been here for about 30 seconds. This has been a cursed video. I'm also, yeah, a little bit disappointed with this skin. With Vivian, it didn't matter so much. I feel like both of them were kind of the same. They were just a color swap. BK's one was a bit disappointing. Zin's one was really, really cool because of the effect change. It just looked way, way better, even though I did, you know, get them mixed up. I don't know what's happening now, though. Definitely looks like it's about to crash. I can move my mouse around, though. No idea if the video is going to be fine. Hopefully it is. This isn't corrupting my shit. But yeah, the main point I was trying to get to is that it's just a bit weird for me going ahead and using like a version of a skin that's called like Frostbrand, and then all the effects are the same as Firebrand. It's just a bit weird. I don't know. Again, I'd really love to hear you guys' opinion. It's definitely going to be a personal preference thing for me. It does just feel a little bit lazy, but again, it just depends on what you like. Paladins is not responding. Sick. I guess I should just close it. I'm imagining that the video is fine because of the way I record my stuff, but that's kind of sucky. Well, I was just about to relaunch, so I could go through the stats there for game 2, but easy anti-cheat was just taking forever to load. Usually it's pretty much instant, but the bar was going at like a snail's pace. But with how janky that last one was and how kind of meh some of the skin recolor things have been, I feel this is kind of an appropriate place to leave it off on. I guess considering I've given all the other skins a rating, I'd probably give Firebrand Tyra like a 7.5, because that one is still really, really solid because it is just a buffed version of normal Tyra. But the Frostbrand one, I'd actually give a lower rating. I'd give that one like a 6.5 or a 7 because the effects do not match the skin at all, at least for me. But yeah, regardless, I hope you ever enjoyed today's video. Thank you for all the love on these videos I've been making on the PTS. I don't know if I'll be doing more or not. I might go back to live and cover some of the other things that I've had on my list for ages, or I might do a few more on the PTS. We'll see. It'll just depend on, I guess, how scuffed it continues to be. But yeah, I really do appreciate you guys supporting the videos. It means the world to me. Thanks so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know what you want to see me do next. I'll see you guys all very, very soon. And as always, stay frost there.